Download the BCSN Plus app today. Visit bcsnnation.com for details.
Catholic School Spotlight. Today we are highlighting track and field Notre Dame Academy. Head coach of the track and field team, Stephanie Egan. Assistant coach, Kevin Egan. Thank you guys so much for taking the time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So one thing that's interesting about your team, your younger sprinters, or your sprinters are all freshmen, sophomores, or majority freshmen, sophomores, and your long distance, majority juniors and seniors. How have you seen that dynamic play out throughout the season?
You want me to go first?
Well, I know you coach a long distance, so please, you can speak.
It's definitely been a blending of the ages, I guess. You know, when you have new freshmen coming into the team, making sure the camaraderie and, team culture is supported. So it's hard when you don't have a lot of upperclassmen to really lead that, but they've been doing a great job. And I think we have a great coaching staff that makes sure that we're consistent, whether it's for distance or sprints or our jumps and throws, that really supports those values.
And for sprinting, you guys have a younger group. Have you had to speed up kind of the development process to get you guys ready for meets?
Absolutely. I just said that at our last meet to a couple of our sophomores, that on our 4x2 and 4x1, they are the veterans because it's all freshmen and sophomores. So they've definitely had to speed up their leadership role. 20 of our 28 sprinters are actually, this is their first year of doing track. So it's been really fun. It's a really talented group, and we've done well so far in the meets. But yeah, that's sometimes they just be like, Coach, you didn't tell us that. I'm like,
You're working
there's
on
just
it.
so
You're
many
working
things. But
You're
yeah,
working
it's
on
going
it.
great.
Considering you have so many first timers, have you had to change your coaching approach because of that?
Yeah, I think it's been a little more hands-on and just covering more of the basics that sometimes I can maybe hand off to an upperclassman, and just having more time with handoffs and practicing blocks and just doing more of that, and just trying to get it. Track is a lot of moving pieces. Try to get
literally a lot of moving pieces, no matter what the race is.
Getting it to all fit in, in a practice time is interesting challenge.
Stephanie, you spoke about a blending of ages, but you guys are taking that one step further. That junior high group, of course, middle school, you're always paying attention to them, but you guys are kind of blending varsity and middle school together to get them experience of what the varsity culture is like. How has that dynamic played out throughout the season, considering it's your first time doing it?
Yeah, it's been awesome, I would say. And we've gotten the most junior high kids out that we've ever had this year. We have 35 girls on the team right now, and they get to come to practice and see the varsity sprinters on the track or the varsity distance runners running a workout. We've even, I've merged the junior high distance with the high school distance, doing the same workout on a lower scale. And they, their eyes are big, but it's a great opportunity for a role model and mentorship to happen, and really inspiring those junior high kids. They even came out to one of our high school meets just to watch and observe and cheer them on. And so I think it's going to be great for our future. And that's ultimately what we want to see, is a 7 through 12 blended program.
And on the sprint side, that is really going to help. They're going to come in a lot more ready and prepared of how we do high school handoffs, blocks, and the sprints and handoffs. So they're going to be more ready. So it'll be easier for me as a high school coach, having them more coming in ready as a junior high.
But imagine I'm one of the 20 first timers, and now I have to come in and see a junior high racer come in, and now I have to be a mentor to them when I'm trying to figure this out myself. How do you help them handle that pressure?
We have separate junior high coaches. I would say this year the junior high sprinters, we just kind of take our side of the track and they take their side of the track. So this first year, there hasn't been a lot of crossover in the sprint training. It's just that they will come in, more ready for the high school.
What is the biggest area of growth, whether it be for sprinters or long distance, that you need ahead of your bigger meets later in the season?
You go first.
It's always that middle ground, right? We have sprinters that they love the 1 and the 2. The cross-country runners love the 2 mile. They'll drop down to the mile, but it's that 4-8, right? I mean, getting the cross-country runners to come down to the 8, getting the sprinters to come up to the 4, it's always that blend area in the middle. That's a challenge. We're getting better at it, but it's finding those athletes that really want to embrace the 400 as a sprinter or the 800 as a distance runner.
Yeah, that's been our biggest challenge, is pulling from both teams to come together at those big meets and get the most points and really be competitive. So we've been trying a lot of, it's like chess. moving a lot of pieces to figure out what's going to work the best at the postseason. So.
Fantastic. Stephanie and Kevin Egan, coaches for the Notre Dame Academy track and field team. Best of luck the rest of the way. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Thanks for having
Appreciate
us.
it.